Now, today's vote answers the dreams of so many who have fought for this reform. To every unsung American who took the time to sit down and write a letter or type out an email hoping your voice would be heard, it has been heard tonight. To the untold numbers who knocked on doors and made phone calls, who organized and mobilized out of a firm conviction that change in this country comes not from the top down, but from the bottom up, let me reaffirm that conviction. This moment is possible because of you.
That's right. Trust them with your lives. Trust them with this decision.
Believing that healthcare professionals provide healthcare! Make the world a better place! Care for their patients! And that's what we're going to do. The legislation we started to pass yesterday is going to get us one step further in that direction. We're building a brighter future together, and we're reclaiming our role in society as stewards of our nation and our nation's future. Doctors are here to help. Nurses are here to help. We're all here to help, and we're going to work together to create a brighter future for all Americans. Do it!
This is what it looks like from inside of the bubble. I like those lays though. I like those lays, the wristlets. Interesting. Mardi Gras party favors. Oh, thank you. It's a lot of wet doctors, nurses, and medical professionals waiting to go through security. Well, so that's where it came from, and this is the lunch break. Long way to get a wet box, but it's a happy one.
Yeah, that would
Yep, definitely gets even more friendly.
healthcare professionals can and will lead the effort to build a better healthcare system for America. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Senator Jeff Bingaman.
What you are seeing happen here is the beginning of an enormous change. It is not a change that is all done. So, although we've got to keep coming back and working on it, just like we do Medicare. Medicare has been amended every year since 1965. Dialysis was not in it in 1965. A drug benefit was not in 1965. All the things that have been added are to make the program work better. And one of the things that I want to just throw out here, because it's an amendment I didn't get into this bill, which I think ought to be there, and that is that everybody who goes to a state medical school ought to go tuition free.
We'll do together. Allow yourselves to be an inspiration to them, an example of how they can move ahead. In closing, I'll just say this, that when we leave here today, we are carrying the torch of a new generation forward. A generation that is defined by our spirit and by our vision. A generation which has grown in size from a few people, a handful of activists 18 months ago, to a groundswell of support. That includes specialists and primary care doctors, urban doctors and country doctors, people who are young, people who are old, people who are everything in between. And let us remember that this day was not just another day when people came to Capitol Hill to lobby for an event or for a piece of legislation. But this was a turning point for our profession. This was a day when we came together to mark a turn in history for our country, for our profession, and for ourselves individually. This is a day when we stood up all across this country to announce to Congress and to announce to the American people that as healthcare professionals, we are reclaiming our role as partners in helping build a better system. This is the day when our generation finally arrives.